Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet, voice you know with the news you trust studio, sponsored by Grain Equipment Company, where innovation meets execution. I'm Dale Menyo. Joining me is Brett Sampson from Nature's Premium Liquid Fertilizer. We are at the Wyandotte County Fair. Dusty will be here tomorrow and bring us more updates for that. But for today, let's talk about what was the season like and what are you observing so far from customers, new use of products, and because that's the whole concept. You never know what Mother Nature's going to give you, but if I plan well, what was the expected results and what have you been able to do for producers?
That's correct, Dale, and thank you for having me here at the Wyandotte County Fair. It's an excellent facility, and it's always a pleasure to talk with you and talk about agriculture. So in my role, I travel the state of Ohio. I've walked fields on a regular basis. We're seeing dry conditions. I mean, that's an understatement in certain areas. We've got extreme drought conditions in southeast Ohio. You go south of Columbus on 23, you see a lot of devastation there. A lot of hay fields are dried up. So we have to take a look at what we did this year, kind of rule Mother Nature out of this, because we can do everything that we can do 100%, and if we still don't get moisture, that's our limiting factor. So we've got to take a look at, as you're out scouting the fields, maybe even taking some last-minute tissue samples, get those into the labs. As harvest progresses, keep track of what you saw on the yield monitor. Make sure those combine yield monitors are calibrated, by the way. That's super important. And as you are wrapping up harvest, make sure you're out taking soil samples, get those to the labs as well, because the way the commodity prices are right now and the outlook for 2025, every penny matters. So let's drill down on the soil samples. Let's take an accurate analysis and an overview, make sure we're doing that right, because we've got to do it right in 2025 as well, because of the penny pension that we need to take care of. But there's a lot of good crops still out there. Some of the products that we used on some of our test plots help prolong the life of the crop to produce additional yield, additional plant health. So that has helped very well. Just things like that. And as you are harvesting, keep an eye on the combine, on the harvest equipment, because we've got all these dry areas. We don't need combine fires. So keep an eye on your fire extinguishers. I know this doesn't have much to do with fertilizer and what I do, but still it pertains to agriculture, and we want farmers to be safe out there and be in the fields next year.
Yes, indeed. And thank you, Brett Sampson, Nature's Premium Liquid Fertilizer from the Wyandotte County Fair. Today's weather brought to you by Seed Consultant, Simply Better Performance. Here's the forecast.
Sunny, warm, and dry again over Ohio. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin. Let's take a look at your forecast update. We're a little warmer today than yesterday, but I think we're reaching about the top of where we're going to be. Unfortunately, what changes now as we move forward into the weekend and early next week is likely going to be humidity values. I think those start to creep up and get us a little bit more uncomfortable here in the short haul. But no moisture to speak of. Francine working her way up through the Mississippi River Valley today, but stopping well short of getting any moisture into our neck of the woods here. As a matter of fact, I think it's going to be late next week before we can put any significant weather pattern together that brings moisture. Now, I will say there is still this tropical weather system that's trying to bring up moisture through the Carolinas, try and get into Ohio. Maybe not as big of a footprint this morning as we were seeing yesterday, but the moisture itself is still there. Anytime you're dealing with tropical systems, though, it's easy to see those change. I'm Ryan Martin.
And thanks, Ryan. Markets after this.
In any year, your best harvest is only a few upgrades away. Seed Consultants exclusively serves the Eastern Corn Belt, combining our deep knowledge of local conditions with high-performing products fit for your acres. Most importantly, our customized services put our products and your business in a position to succeed. We help you start with better to grow your best. Visit seedconsultants.com to learn why our products and services are simply better.
Get ready for the 62nd Annual Farm Science Review, September 17th, 18th, and 19th. It's more than a farm show. Explore over 600 exhibitors across 2.6 million square feet, providing equipment, services, and education for farms of all types and sizes. Tickets can be purchased at participating OSU Extension offices and agribusinesses, as well as online. Visit fsr.osu.edu to buy your Farm Science Review tickets now and plan your show visit. We look forward to seeing you at the 62nd Farm Science Review, September 17th, 18th, and 19th.
Time now for the Midday Market Analysis provided by Lice Mercantile and sponsored by Brandt, helping growers take control for over 70 years.
I'm Ryan Metzger with Lice Mercantile, providing your weekly export data update. This morning, the USDA released their export sales data for the week ending September 5th. On new crop corn, we have new sales of 666.5 thousand metric tons. On new crop soybeans, we have new sales of 1.364 million metric tons. On current crop wheat, we have 474.9 thousand metric tons. To now meet the USDA's export targets, we need weekly sales of 839.2 thousand metric tons of corn, 688.8 thousand metric tons of soy, and 227.2 thousand metric tons of wheat. Please visit our website, licemercantile.com, to learn more about our grain marketing program and crop insurance services.
And thanks, Ryan. Today's market's brought to you by Seed Consultant, Simply Better Performance. December corn down a half at 4.04 1/4 cent. November new crop beans up a nickel at 10.05 1/2. And July next year wheat 6.18 up 3 3/4. In livestock, October cattle 178.40 up $1.45. October lean hogs up a dime at 79.85. October feeder cattle up $1.70 at 239.20. This is the Ohio AgNet.